I've seen many coaching clients telling me that they're great at their work. They meet every deadline on time, honor their commitments, take complete ownership and responsibility, but sheepishly admit that when it comes to their own personal goals, they never manage to hold themselves accountable. And that made me curious. We all have done that at some point, where we push ourselves to deliver on our responsibilities and commitments to others, but not as much to ourselves. This episode has some of my theories on why we do this and how we can navigate the lack of personal accountability. Hello and welcome back to a brand new episode on the Own Your Everyday series, and I'm your host and self-awareness coach Shweta Shivram. And today we will discuss personal accountability and what stops us and holds us back from being answerable to our personal goals. As adults, responsibility is not a new concept. We were forced to accept responsibility as the unwanted gift thrusted on us when we entered the real world after our education. So, we take responsibility on critical matters where we stand to lose face in front of our colleagues, mentors, bosses, society, and other external stakeholders. But we often drop the ball when it comes to our own personal goals. I've had clients telling me, I want to meditate, I need to work out for my health, I must start prioritizing self-care. They have noble, well-meaning intentions, but it's never materialized. Some say they never find the time, others couldn't muster the energy. The excuses we give ourselves are plenty, but the result is the same. We don't hold ourselves accountable, and then as the years add up, we feel bad for never prioritizing ourselves. When we wake up to what matters most, it's too late, and the list of regrets keep piling on. Here are a few theories I've based on my observations of myself and people around me on why we don't hold ourselves accountable. 1. We are not entirely convinced we need to do that. People say they want to meditate because they've heard others say meditation is good for their health, so they sway with the popular opinion. But is it something you really want for yourself? The answer might be a no or a maybe. But the truth is, you can only make a hell yes happen in your lives. As long as you're on the fence, you're never going to do anything for yourself. So, if you've been trying to achieve a personal goal, ask yourself, is that a hell yes for me? What makes achieving that goal important for me? 2. We are convinced, but it's not a priority. Some of us might be convinced that we need to work out 5 times a week and be consistent. But when asked what our top 3 priorities are, health and fitness may not even feature in it. We all work with limited resources, limited time, bandwidth, and energy. If we are chasing more priorities than we can handle, we cannot honor our commitment across all the things we've said yes to. I've been guilty of this on many counts. To be personally accountable, we need to be clear about our personal priorities and create space in our schedules for them. 3. We're convinced and it's high priority, but there's no self-respect. The third one will hurt a few egos. But another reason we don't keep commitments to ourselves is that we do not respect ourselves enough to follow through. Think about it. Why do you honor your word to your peers or school teacher or parents? There's a certain respect we have for them. When we commit to deliver, we take it seriously and honor that. But when we don't love ourselves or appreciate ourselves enough, we don't feel the need to keep our word to ourselves. Our goals are not that important, and neither are our dreams. If we respect ourselves and hold ourselves in high regard, we will make time for what matters. 4. We focus on what we do and not on what we don't do. There's this quote I read on the internet that says, it's not only about what we do, but also what we do not do for which we are accountable. Say you aim to be healthier, fitter, and stronger. You say you'll not eat junk and you'll work out 5 times a week. You'll notice that people are accountable more to what they say they'll do rather than what they say they won't do. For whatever reason, the don'ts are considered as an allowable exception in our minds. As John D. Lem says, accountability separates the wishers in life from the action takers that care enough about their future to account for their daily actions. You might have noble intentions to transform your life and take action, but as the common saying goes, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. The things that distinguish doers from dreamers is action, responsibility, and accountability. So don't just sit on the fence and wish for your life to be transformed overnight like magic. Begin today and hold yourself accountable for things you want to do and you don't want to do. Monitor your day-to-day actions. Reflect on why you don't follow through and gently but firmly bring yourself to act on dreams that matter to you. So there's your Own Your Everyday tip for this week. Respect yourself enough to hold yourself accountable to your dreams and goals. They matter and you do not have all the time in the world to make it happen. Start small but start somewhere. Have review mechanisms to frequently check if you're on the right track and make timely interventions to course correct. Show the same level of responsibility to yourself and your dreams as you would to your bosses and organizational goals. You deserve it just as much. If you find you've made no progress on your personal goals for 2021 and would like to change course before 2022 begins, join me for a free 5-day challenge to reflect on 2021 and set achievable goals for the coming year, with the right systems to not just dream but follow through throughout the year. DM me at Being Miraculous to know more about the challenge, and let's start 2022 on the right note. Until we meet again, this is Shweta Shivraman signing off, hoping you have a fabulous week ahead.